Alpha Nova from the Bloody Rose Wolf Pack. So, yeah, it's been a little while. We're not very good at posting regularly anymore, but I'm still trying. It really shouldn't be that difficult. I'm just been really lazy. But, that's besides the point. Anyways, this video is gonna be sort of a little bit more of a serious video. I got this idea recently where I thought it would be a good idea to sort of make some informational videos on different animals. I don't know, I just kind of figured it would sort of help people a little bit. I figured it would kind of just help, especially newer Therians, or Otherkin, or younger Therians and Otherkin, to sort of know what they're doing more, or sort of just help them find their identity. Also, I figured I would start out with the wolf, because it's a very common Theriotype. It's a very common symbol for the Therian/Otherkin community as well, and this might help people, help some people out. Maybe they think they're a Wolf Therian and they're just having a little trouble with research. That's what this is for. Yeah. One thing that you should know, that most people know, I'm pretty sure, as a Therian or Otherkin, is that research is vital. It is very important to research an animal before claiming it as a Theriotype or kintype. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna put out some facts about wolves that I think are pretty important and should be said. These things are said on Instagram very often, but I haven't seen them said on YouTube very much. So, yeah. Okay. First thing I wrote down is pure wolves will never, absolutely never have blue eyes. I see this is seen a lot by a lot of younger Therians. They're saying, oh, I am a pureblood wolf Theriotype, and my wolf Theriotype's eyes are blue. This can't really happen. Wolves are not born with naturally blue eyes in the wild. If your Theriotype has blue eyes and it resembles a wolf, it is most likely mixed very heavily with a domestic dog, like a husky, because huskies have blue eyes. Typically, not always, but a lot. They have blue eyes much more often than a lot of other dog breeds. Number 2 is wolves are not vicious, remorseless, fearless killers. They are not bloodthirsty savages that attack things for the fun of it. In fact, a wolf is more likely to tuck tail and run from danger than face it head on. The only way they would fight or face what they're afraid of, or face what is endangering them, would be if they feel like were being threatened and they were they were defending themselves, or their pups, or their pack. But generally they're not gonna attack anything unless it's for food, or something smaller than them. But yeah. The third thing I have down is about black wolves and like black timber wolves and such. A black wolf actually has been researched, and it has been proven to have a small amount of domestic dog DNA in them. So from that I can assume that black wolves are typically not pure wolves either. Kind of like the blue eyes thing. Another thing is that for a wolf in the wild, a pack is a must. It is a need, not a want. For us humans, like us Therians, we are still humans. We are not actually wolves or cats or dogs or birds or dragons. We are humans. However, we simply want to have these packs because they help us feel like we're not as alone, or that we're not like as, like we sort of belong someplace. That's what packs do for us as Therians. But for the whole lone wolf thing doesn't really exist in the wild. It's not really a possibility for a wolf in the wild. They need their pack to survive. So this is the most annoying thing. I'm not exactly sure why it's doing this. It doesn't always do this, but sometimes it does. Another thing about wolves is not all wolves are timber wolves. There's many other subspecies of wolf out there. I will probably have some listed, sort of popping up in front of my face, because I can't think of any on the spot right now. Also, not all wolves are like huge. Then not all wolves are like these massive, oversized canines. Not really dogs, but technically dogs. Some are actually quite small. They vary in size. It sort of depends on their subspecies, if they're mixed with anything, so on and so forth. Another thing about wolves is, if you claim to be Wolf Therian and you claim that your Theriotype has any sort of distinctive markings, such as like a solid color tip tail, like a white tip tail or a black tip tail, or white paws, etc., then it's actually not a wolf. It's more likely a type of dog that is called a Moreso dog? Moreso? I don't know. I'll put it here. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but yeah. Wolves typically do not have any sort of distinct marking. But if they do, it's probably either not a wolf or it is heavily mixed with something else. Contrary to popular media, wolves do not howl at the moon. In fact, the moon has absolutely nothing to do with a wolf's howl. When a wolf howls, it is a form of communication within their pack. Kind of like a roll call, I guess. It's used for like claiming a territory. It's used for like sort of gathering up the pack to go hunt. It's used kind of like a roll call, so that so obviously wolves live in the wild. They're not like humans that have a house and an address that you can easily be found at. They sort of wander. They run around. They're always like, they exist in their pack, and they never go too far. But like, it's used for other wolves for other members of the pack to hear, so that they know where each other are. At least that's what I read when I was researching. So, this is sort of like a little fact that I want to bring up. Because of a comment I got a long time ago. Is yes, wolves do make noises other than howling, snarling, and growling. They have a sort of laughing bark sound. It's like it's a form of barking that sort of like, it's like an alarm bark. I'll leave a link to a video down below where a person was in the woods and they heard it and recorded it. And actually, believe it or not, the whole alpha beta system that we use in our packs, in our Therian and Otherkin packs, actually does not exist in the wild. In a wild wolf pack, the two dominant wolves, which would be the alpha male and alpha female in a Therian pack, is actually the sort of parents to the rest of the pack. So the rest of the pack would be their pups, generations, I'm sure, sometimes multiple generations, I guess, and other members, I guess, of the family, I guess. Okay, so here are a few little disclaimers before, well, that everyone should hear before claiming to be a Wolf Therian. If you're claiming to be a Wolf Therian because you think it's edgy or badass, stop. That's not it at all. In fact, wolves are actually generally pretty weak creatures. They, as I mentioned before, they are more likely to tuck their tail and run from any sort of danger than face it and fight. So, yeah, for those of you who think that simply posting pictures, posting these dark, edgy pictures of wolves with like bloody like jaws and like snarling, threatening to rip someone's throat out, and you think that's what it means to be a Wolf Therian, then I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but you are very much mistaken. If you are claiming to be a Wolf Therian because you think it's cool or popular, and that's your only basis for claiming that you're a Wolf Therian, then you're probably gonna wanna second guess that whether you're a Therian at all, because as I've probably mentioned many times in the past, you don't choose your Theriotype or kin type. You are born a certain way with, and that is not something you can really change. And a third one is it third? Yeah, I think so. Third disclaimer is, if you are claiming to be a Wolf Therian because you think it makes you powerful and like fearless and vicious, like a fighter type, then once again you are sadly mistaken, because as I've mentioned a couple times before in the same video, wolves aren't like that. That's not what it's about. That's not what it means or what it's like to be a Wolf Therian. So, yeah. Okay, that's pretty much it, for this video. This is just a few little things that I thought were important to mention. I might make a part 2 in the future for other things, other facts that I didn't put in here, because there's a lot you can put down about wolves, about any animal, or anything at all. So I'm probably going to make a part 2. I just thought this was some of the more important stuff for helping younger Therians and newer Therians to discover who they are, and sort of get a few things down that they should hear before saying, I'm a Wolf Therian. Because before, I don't know, I just think it's important. So, yeah, if you have any suggestions for other animals that you'd like me to do, leave them below. Alright, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I already said comment stuff down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Hit the bell icon to be notified every time we upload. Subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you in the next video. Happy Howling! Wow.